February 19th, 1945. 9 o'clock a.m. The beaches of Iwo Jima. Wave after wave of Marines charge across black volcanic sand toward an apparently lifeless island. For 74 days, American forces have bombarded this 8 square-mile piece of volcanic rock. Surely nothing could survive such devastation. The Marines reach the terraces rising from the beach. Suddenly, the island explodes. From invisible positions, Japanese machine guns open fire. Mortars rain down with horrifying accuracy. Artillery shells tear into the crowded beaches. Marines fall by the dozens, then hundreds. The black sand, already difficult to cross, becomes a killing ground. What the Marines don't know is that beneath them, 21,000 Japanese soldiers wait in 11 miles of tunnels, pillboxes, and caves. They've turned this tiny island into the most fortified position in military history. General Tadamichi Kuribayashi has planned a battle unlike any the Americans have faced, a defense designed not to win, but to kill as many Americans as possible before every Japanese defender dies. Over the next 36 days, 70,000 Marines will fight for an island barely larger than Manhattan's Central Park. The battle will produce 26,000 American casualties, one-third of all Marines who land. Nearly 7,000 will die. The Japanese garrison of 21,000 will be annihilated, only 216 captured alive. This is Iwo Jima, the bloodiest battle in Marine Corps history, the battle that produced the most famous photograph of World War II and 36 days of hell that proved even in victory, the cost of defeating Japan would be almost unbearable. To understand why 27,000 men died fighting for 8 square miles of volcanic rock, we must understand Iwo Jima's strategic importance. Iwo Jima sits 660 miles south of Tokyo, roughly halfway between the Mariana Islands, where B-29 superfortresses are based, and the Japanese home islands. The island is tiny, just 8 square miles, but its location makes it invaluable. The island has three features that matter: one, two airfields, with a third under construction too. Early warning radar, asterisk, that alerts Tokyo of incoming B-29 raids 3. Fighter bases, asterisk, that intercept damaged B-29s returning from raids for the Americans. Iwo Jima represents emergency landing field, asterisk, for damaged B-29s. 750 miles to Saipan is too far for crippled aircraft. Fighter escort base, asterisk. P-51 Mustangs from Iwo can escort B-29s all the way to Japan. Elimination of Japanese early warning, asterisk, and fighter interception. By February 1945, B-29s are conducting strategic bombing raids on Japan from the Marianas, but losses are mounting. Damaged aircraft ditch in the ocean. Crews are lost. The survival rate for ditched B-29 crews is approximately 50%. If Iwo Jima can be captured and its airfields made operational, damaged B-29s have an emergency landing option. Fighter escorts can protect the bomber streams. The Japanese early warning and interception capability is eliminated. Admiral Nimitz calls Iwo Jima a costly but necessary operation. The invasion is planned for February 1945. American planning. Asterisk, the invasion plan calls for overwhelming force. 3 Marine divisions. Asterisk, 70,000 troops total. Asterisk, 3rd Marine Division. Asterisk, 21,000 men. Asterisk, 4th Marine Division. Asterisk, 20,000 men. Asterisk, 5th Marine Division. Asterisk, 19,000 men. The preliminary bombardment will be the longest of the Pacific War. 74 days of naval bombardment, asterisk, before the invasion. Carrier airstrikes, asterisk, pounding the island B-24 bombers, asterisk. From the Marianas, intelligence estimates Japanese strength at 13,000 to 14,000 defenders. The actual number is 21,000, a significant underestimate that will prove costly. The plan assumes the island will fall in 5 to 7 days. The actual battle will last 36. Japanese planning. Lieutenant General Tadamichi Kurabayashi commands the defense. A 53-year-old cavalry officer who spent time in the United States. He understands American military capabilities better than most Japanese commanders. Kurabayashi knows Iwo Jima cannot be held. The question is, how many Americans can be killed before the garrison is annihilated? His strategy is revolutionary for Japanese defensive doctrine, traditional Japanese tactics, which Kurabayashi rejects. Defend the beaches, counterattack at night. Banzai charges to die gloriously. Focus on honor rather than killing enemy. Kurabayashi's new tactics. Abandon the beaches. Let the Americans land, dig deep, create an underground fortress. No counterattacks. Preserve forces, no banzai charges. They waste lives without killing Americans. Make every position a tomb. Fight until killed. Focus entirely on inflicting maximum American casualties. His orders to the garrison. Each man will kill 10 Americans before dying. For 8 months before the invasion, Japanese forces dig 11 miles of tunnels connecting defensive positions, 1,500 rooms carved from rock pillboxes and bunkers with interlocking fields of fire. Artillery positions invisible from sea or air command centers deep underground hospitals, supply dumps, barracks all subterranean. The volcanic rock of Iwo Jima is simultaneously blessing and curse. It's soft enough to dig, but the heat and sulfur fumes make tunneling agonizing. Many workers die from heat and poisonous gases. The defenses are ingenious. Artillery hidden in caves fires, then withdraws before counter-battery, fire multiple exits from every position. Tunnels allow reinforcement of threatened areas. Kill zones where every inch is covered by multiple weapons. No position faces the sea, useless against naval. Face inland the result. The most sophisticated defensive fortification in Pacific War history. The Americans don't realize it, but they're about to fight an enemy they can rarely see from positions they can't destroy with bombardment. February 19th, 1945, 9 o'clock a.m., H-hour. The first wave of Marines hits the beaches. The initial landing seems almost easy. Marines cross the beach and begin moving inland. Casualties are lighter than expected. Some units report minimal resistance. Then Kurabayashi springs his trap. At a signal, Japanese positions across the island open fire simultaneously. Marines are caught in the open, climbing the volcanic terraces, exposed and vulnerable. Machine guns sweep the beaches from positions the naval bombardment didn't touch. Mortars drop with terrifying accuracy. Japanese observers from Mount Suribachi, the island's southern volcano, can see every American movement. Artillery positioned in the island's interior pounds the landing zones. The casualties are immediate and horrific. Marines fall by dozens. The black volcanic sand, loose and deep, makes movement agonizingly slow. Men sink to their ankles with each step. Vehicles bog down. The wounded cannot be evacuated quickly. By nightfall of D-Day, 30,000 Marines are ashore, 2,400 are casualties dead or wounded. The beachhead is only 700 yards deep nowhere near the planned objectives. The Marines have fought the Japanese across the Pacific, Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Saipan, Peleliu. But this is different. The enemy is invisible. The fortifications are impervious to bombardment. Every yard costs blood. The pattern of the next 36 days is established. Brutal, close-range combat against an enemy fighting from underground fortifications. Marines must systematically destroy every defensive position. One, locate the position asterisk, often by drawing fire, costing lives. Two, suppress with supporting fire, machine guns, mortars, tanks. Three, close assault asterisk, infantry move under fire. Four, destroy with demolitions asterisk, satchel charges, flamethrowers. Five, move to next position asterisk, which is 50 yards away. Progress is measured in yards. A good day is advancing 100 yards. An excellent day is 200 yards. Flamethrowers become the most effective weapon. A burst of flame into a pillbox kills the occupants or forces them to evacuate where they're shot. But flamethrower operators have the most dangerous job on the battlefield. Japanese snipers target them specifically. Satchel charges and demolitions. Engineers approach fortifications and place explosives, often at point-blank range under fire. Tanks provide crucial support, but are vulnerable to buried mines, anti-tank guns, and infantry with explosives. Artillery and naval gunfire pound the island continuously, but have limited effect against deep fortifications. Iwo Jima's terrain multiplies the difficulty. Volcanic ash makes digging foxholes nearly impossible. Sulfur fumes poison the air in some areas. No cover. The island is barren. No trees, no vegetation. Ravines and ridges create natural defensive positions. Caves everywhere, honeycombing the entire island. The daily casualty rate is staggering. Average 700 to 900 casualties per day. Some days exceed 1,000. Rifle companies are destroyed and rebuilt multiple times. Replacement Marines arrive and die within hours. Marine commanders realize they're not fighting for an island. They're fighting to annihilate a garrison that has no intention of surrendering. February 23rd, 1945. Day 5. Marines of the 28th Regiment reach the summit of Mount Suribachi, the 550-foot volcanic cone dominating the southern end of the island. At 10:20 a.m., a small patrol raises an American flag. The moment is photographed by marine photographer Louis Lowery, but the flag is small, barely visible from the beaches. The Secretary of the Navy, watching from offshore, wants a larger flag that all the Marines can see. At 12 o'clock p.m., a larger flag arrives at the summit. 6 Marines, 5 Marines and 1 Navy corpsman raise it while Associated Press photographer Joe Rosenthal snaps what becomes the most famous photograph of World War II. The image is iconic. 6 men straining to raise the flag while battle rages below. It's reproduced millions of times, becomes the model for the Marine Corps War Memorial, inspires war bond drives. But the cost behind the photograph is terrible. 3 of the 6 flag raisers will die before the battle ends. 1 more will be wounded. The battle is only 5 days old. 31 more days of fighting remain. Capturing Suribachi is crucial. It eliminates Japanese observation of the beaches and southern landing zones. But it's only the beginning. The main Japanese defenses are in the island's northern plateau, where Kuribayashi has concentrated his forces. The northern two-thirds of Iwo Jima becomes known by ominous names that reflect the horror of fighting there. The meat grinder, a complex of defensive positions so interlocking and deadly that attacking units are chewed up and destroyed. Turkey Knob, a rocky hill honeycombed with caves and tunnels. The amphitheater, a natural depression surrounded by high ground, creating a killing zone. Cushman's Pocket, a fortified area that holds out for weeks despite being bypassed. The fighting in the northern plateau reaches maximum intensity. March 1 to 8, the Bloodiest week. Marines assault fortified positions that seem impregnable. Casualties exceed 1,000 per day on multiple occasions. The Marines develop grim humor. The Japanese aren't holding Iwo Jima. They're buried in it. We're killing them by digging them up and throwing them back. In his command bunker, General Kurobayashi maintains communication with Tokyo via radio. His messages become increasingly fatalistic. March 7th. The battle is coming to its final phase. Since the enemy's landing, even the gods would weep at the bravery of the officers and men under my command. March 16th. We have not eaten or drunk for 5 days, but our fighting spirit is running high. We are going to fight bravely until the last. Kurobayashi knows the garrison is doomed, but by his calculation, if each Japanese defender killed 10 Americans before dying, the 21,000-man garrison would inflict 210,000 American casualties. This would demonstrate to American leaders the cost of invading the Japanese home islands, perhaps encouraging negotiated peace rather than invasion. March 16th, 1945. Admiral Nimitz declares the island secure, but fighting continues. March 26, 1945, day 36. The final organized resistance ends. The battle for Iwo Jima officially concludes, but the killing doesn't stop. For weeks afterward, Marines hunt Japanese survivors hiding in caves. The tunnel system becomes a tomb for hundreds who refuse to surrender and starve to death in darkness. American casualties. Asterisk asterisk. 68, 21 killed in action, 19,217 wounded, 26,038 total casualties asterisk, 37% of the landing force, 27 medals of honor awarded, more than any other single battle. Japanese casualties asterisk asterisk, 18,844 confirmed killed, tilde 2,000 estimated sealed in caves. 216 captured 1% of the garrison. Lowest surrender rate of any Pacific battle. The exchange rate asterisk asterisk for every American killed. Approximately 3 Japanese died. But this is the worst casualty ratio of any Pacific battle. Usually, the exchange rate is 10 or 15 to 1 in American favor. Kurobayashi's tactics worked. His garrison couldn't hold the island, but they inflicted maximum casualties before being annihilated. The question haunts the battle's legacy. The strategic benefits were real. 2251B, 29 emergency landings on Iwo Jima during the remainder of the war, potentially saving 24,761 aircrew lives. P-51 escort fighters, based on Iwo escort B-29s to Japan, reducing bomber losses. Japanese early warning and fighter interception asterisk eliminated fleet, Admiral Nimitz. Among the Americans who served on Iwo Island, uncommon valor was a common virtue. But the cost was staggering. Some historians argue the strategic benefits didn't justify 27,000 casualties. Others counter that the emergency landing field alone saved more lives than were lost taking the island. March 26, 1945. The battle ends. Iwo Jima falls silent except for the wind and the waves. The black volcanic sand is soaked with blood. The landscape is cratered, burned, and littered with debris. Across the island, Marines consolidate positions, evacuate wounded, and begin the grim task of burying the dead. The cemeteries fill quickly. The casualty clearing stations overflow. A Marine chaplain standing among the graves says, "Too many good men died for this lousy piece of real estate." But another Marine, reflecting years later, disagrees. Every B-29 crew that landed on Iwo Jima was somebody's son, somebody's husband, somebody's father. We saved them. That's why it was worth it. Both are right. Both are wrong. In war, such calculations never satisfy. What's certain is that 70,000 Marines fought on Iwo Jima with a courage that defies easy description. They charged machine guns. They cleared pillboxes. They advanced into certain death because their buddies were doing the same. Of the 27 medals of honor awarded, half went posthumously, the highest honor given for conspicuous gallantry in the face of death. 27 times on Iwo Jima, men performed actions so heroic that even in a battle defined by heroism, they stood out. Admiral Nimitz's words define the battle. Among the Americans who served on Iwo Island, uncommon valor was a common virtue. Uncommon valor, common virtue. On Iwo Jima, extraordinary courage became routine. Men did impossible things because the situation demanded it and their fellow Marines depended on it. The famous photograph, 6 men raising the flag on Mount Suribachi, captured a moment of triumph. But it captured only a moment. The flag went up on day 5. 31 more days of hell followed. 3 of those 6 flag raisers died before the battle ended. They raised the flag, then went back to fighting and dying like thousands of others. The photograph became an icon, but the battle was no iconic moment. It was 36 days of the most brutal, intimate, bloody combat of the Pacific War. Small arms range, grenades, satchel charges, flamethrowers, hand-to-hand combat in caves and tunnels, the enemy invisible until you were killing distance, death waiting in every hole, every cave, every ridge. And yet they went forward, day after day, yard by yard, against an enemy who would not surrender, who fought to the death in positions designed to maximize American casualties. The Marines took Iwo Jima, but Iwo Jima took piece of every Marine who fought there. The survivors came home changed. Some adjusted, others never did. All carried Iwo Jima with them, the friends lost, the horrors witnessed, the guilt of survival. 79 years later, the island is quiet. The airfields are there, built over with asphalt, used by Japanese self-defense forces. The tunnels remain, sealed and silent tombs. The volcanic sand is still black, but the memory remains of 70,000 Marines who fought on 8 square miles of hell, of 27,000 who were killed or wounded, of uncommon valor being common virtue, of 36 days that proved even in victory the cost of defeating Imperial Japan was almost unbearable, and presaged what invasion of the home islands would require. Iwo Jima was hell, but the Marines took it, and in taking it they proved what courage could accomplish, even when the cost seemed unbearable.